Welcome to the Abundance Attraction Show with Patricia LeBlanc, intuitive energy alchemist, manifesting expert, and award-winning author. Patricia and her expert guests share meditations, tips, strategies, and tools that you can use to succeed in attracting more abundance in your life. Now, here's your host, Patricia LeBlanc.
Hello and welcome to the Abundance Attraction Show. My name is Patricia LeBlanc, your host, and I am super excited as on today's show, I will be talking about why fear of success is killing your abundance. But before I start to talk about this subject, I just wanted to offer you a free gift for listening to the Abundance Attraction Show. I would love to offer you a free money-clearing 3-part meditation series, which you can download at theabundanceattractionshow.com. I truly appreciate each one of you taking time out of your busy schedule to listen to my podcast, and I hope that I can inspire you to move forward in your life and business. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Are you ready for today's episode? Awesome. So am I. So let me start by asking you, are you afraid of success? Are you truly afraid of success? And here's the thing. Most of us will answer no, we are not afraid of success, but deep down, we are. Fear of success is actually quite easy to miss because it looks a lot like procrastination and insecurity. It's easy to shrug off fear of success by saying, I'm just procrastinating, and never really bother to look closer. Maybe the procrastination is the real problem, but maybe it's not. So one thing is for sure, procrastination is hard to stop if it's not just procrastination. And that's why a lot of people have a hard time stopping procrastination after trying a bunch of things, because at the core, procrastination is not the real issue. So today, let's take a good look at where the fear of success can show up in your life. If any particular symptoms pick at your heart, take note of this. And here's the thing, succeeding looks a little different for everyone, so everyone's symptoms will be a bit different. But here are the major 6 symptoms of fear of success. Number 1, what if I don't actually want the spotlight on me? For some of you, you might observe and admire the success of others, wishing that when you posted something on social media such as Instagram or Facebook, it was met with hundreds of instant likes. But then again, you don't actually like the spotlight. So the idea of having hundreds or even thousands of people looking at you and judging you and evaluating you is kind of freaky for some of you. Plus, what if you stop being entertaining and the spotlight goes away? What if it's more painful to gain and then lose the spotlight than to never had it at all? And having thousands of strangers stop by and gawk takes you out of your loving, cozy corner with familiar friends and family. And for some of us, this can be scary. So the idea of an audience amplifies another possible fear. So that is one block for fear of success. Number 2, what if a gathering audience brings out detractors, trolls, and assorted meanings? Because here's the thing, when you duck your head a little and play to a small audience of existing fans or just friends and family, you typically hear little else but kindness and praise. Even failed attempts are met with support and, well, you did it, at least you tried it, you'll get them next time, or you know what, next time you'll do better. When a small group of fans know and love you, you rarely have to defend yourself or guard your emotions. And here's the thing, for me, when I start to build a larger audience, I still remember the first time that I've had somebody reach out to me, literally blasting me and literally tearing me apart. And I remember I actually sat there and cried. Like now if somebody reaches out to do that, I just kind of laugh about it because I'm like, well, at least I'm doing a good job. It means I'm showing up fully as me and I'm triggering somebody. So don't worry about the amount of likes or growing your audience. Just show up as you and just know that by not showing up, you're actually not doing service. So Here's the thing. The bigger you get, the more people there will be who missed your point, launch terrorize, throw grenades of useless criticism, even if you're okay with helpful critique, and generally vandalize your emotional space. And that's less comfortable than your current cocoon of people who have known you for a long time, give you the benefit of the doubt, and are invested in both you and your work. And here's how I see it. Most times, the vast majority of the time, the people who will reach out to criticize you are actually the people who aren't even doing anything. So I don't even really pay attention to that anymore. Constructive feedback from people that I know and trust is one thing, but having people just critique me, no, that's no longer, I don't accept that. So like I say, it's easy to want to stay where you are when you start to think about the more you grow your audience, the more people will just show up, and not just nice people at times. Number 3, what if when the time comes, I won't be able to deliver? And this is huge. And this fear is not about a lack of actual skill. So of course, if you actually can't do the job or deliver, then you shouldn't take it. But most times, and I have a lot of friends who have the skills, but they think they're not going to deliver. And this particular fear arises after it's clear you have the capability to do something. When despite having the skills and the knowledge, you haven't started getting or even reaching for the jobs you're ready for, or launching your business or launching your programs. And because you're worried, what if you choke? Then everyone will think you can't do it. And a lot of times, this is when the imposter syndrome can sneak in there. And the imposter syndrome is this, basically, it implies that where you start to think your own success is just a charade on your part. That despite having an indisputable external track record of accomplishment, certification, knowledge, you're afraid that you're going to be exposed as a fraud. You don't think you're good enough, you're smart enough, you're worthy enough. And you think everything was just luck. Or you barely managed to pull it off, and you're afraid that you won't do this one time, and everyone will know, and then you're just going to fall down. And here's the thing. Plenty of high-achieving people have imposter syndrome. I know for me, this was really used for years. I used to think I wasn't smart enough. I didn't have enough knowledge. I didn't have enough certifications. And my website, I have a page just full of all my certification, and it's bigger than my About Me page on my website. So that tells you something. I didn't think that I was smart enough or knowledge enough, but yet other people would tell me I were. So start by looking to see, is it because you're afraid that you're not going to be able to deliver? You feel that you're a fraud and everyone will see it? Well, in fact, that you have. So because of this, you're going to keep yourself in a holding pattern of doing safe, low profile, undemanding, boring work, or not launch your business because, and even as you look to the next level and long to be there. So that's going to hold you back, and it's going to block your success. Number 4, I'm afraid success will turn into something I don't want to be. So sometimes fear of success comes from having certain ideas about successful people. Like, successful people are loud, they're all popular, they're obsessed with money, they're this, they're that, I'm not loud or popular enough, and I don't want to turn into that person. Or I know someone who became successful and they start getting really snobby and a really bad person and nasty, and we could go on and on and on. Or some of the people I most admire for their kindness and goodness are not what you consider successful, and that's okay. So maybe I should be like them and play small. Because some of us will think for you to be up there, you need to be a narcissist, you need to have this. Well, in fact, there's a lot of very successful people who are nice. So thinking that success is correlated with turbulence can hold you back from doing your work. Because here's the thing, who wants to be unlikable? Who wants to be a bad person? Most of us, that's not our goal. Our goal is to be a really good person. So if you relate success from being bad, then you're going to block success from coming into your life. Number 5, I'm worried that if I become successful, I won't have time for the things that I do now. So if you had the business that you want, how would the way you use your time change? Let me ask you this. If you were to right now double or triple the amount of clients, or just start getting clients, and therefore that's mean work hours, how would that make you feel? Here's the thing. You can start to maybe hire outside help to help you to manage your business or do the things you no longer want to do. So a lot of times we think the more successful we are, the less time you're going to have for yourself. Here's the thing. The more successful you are, the more money you make, the more you can actually delegate what you no longer want to do, because now you're able to afford people. So if you don't like to clean your house, you could hire a cleaning lady. If you don't like doing admin stuff in your business or social media, well, now that you're more successful, you have money coming in, you can actually delegate stuff. So a lot of times we think the more successful we are, the more work it's going to be. And in that case, success does kind of sound stressful, and nobody wants to work all the time. So maybe start by saying, you know what? The more successful you are, the more money you're making in your business or whatever it is, well, the more help you can get, because you're actually able to afford people to help you. Number 6, I don't actually want things to change. And you probably have a pretty good work routine right now, or a pretty good routine, and you come home, maybe you fire up your laptop, especially this is if you have a job, you do 3 or 5 things you're used to doing, check Facebook. Some of you may just be playing on Facebook all the time or social media, send some emails, and then you're done. Running a fully successful business might require you to do a total different set of things. Maybe installing and using new programs, hiring assistants, writing new contracts, meeting new people, mastering new skills, trying new things such as marketing avenues. And for a lot of it, this could be stuff you don't like to do. So sometimes it's just easier to keep opening your laptop, doing your 3 or 5 things, checking Facebook and sending some emails, and that's it. Because here's the thing. Humans, we're not terribly motivated to do extra work. Unless you're a type A personality like me, then that could be. But for most of us, we're not motivated to do the extra work. And for some of us, just simply changing a routine requires a lot of effort and energy, because we like being in our comfort zone. So for some of us, change is scary and hard to imagine beforehand. So do any of these sound familiar to you? And be honest with yourself. And if yes, so what now? Then I want you to answer these questions. Success to me is, and then write down, also, keep writing, and it would be great if, and then keep writing. So let me repeat that. Success to me is, and you're going to write down what success to you looks like. Not according to your significant other or parents or society, but success to you. And then elaborate more. Also, elaborate. And it would be great if, and then elaborate. Next, ask yourself, what feels scary about that? And you might have to fiddle with the question. If you think nothing feels scary about making $100,000 with a long waiting list, then maybe this isn't your issue, but you could also try these questions. What would have to change for me to get there? What feels uncomfortable about that? What am I putting off doing that would get me there? What feels so noxious about it that I'm avoiding it? And really be truthful by answering these questions, because this will help you to be able to really overcome this. Because here's the thing, we all have fear of success to a degree. The difference with a successful person and someone who's not is a successful person doesn't allow it to hold them back. And there's just moving forward and creating more abundance for you. So is fear of success holding you back from moving forward and creating more abundance for you? Let me know what comes up for you. And I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. So before we go, I just wanted to remind you that I have a free gift for you as my thank you for listening to this episode. And I want to offer you my free 3-part money clearing meditation bundle, which will help you to start calling in more abundance and money. And you can download it free at theabundanceattractionshow.com. So this is Patricia LeBlanc, your host. Thank you for listening. Wishing you a magical day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.